Hey everybody, welcome back to DeLorean Tech, and today we're going to do an unboxing and review video of the TOMY 110 scale DeLorean Time Machine from Back to the Future. Look at that, guys. I'm going to get to the chase, guys. This thing is a 10 out of 10. You're really going to love it. We'll tell you how to set it all up. There's really not much to it. You know, it comes with the flame tracks. It comes with Einstein. It comes with the lightning rod attachment. This thing has been absolutely worth the wait. So let's go ahead and get into it. Well, here it is, and I'm really excited to get this thing. Man, this thing is heavy. Get this thing unboxed. So we're here with the DeLorean, and we're gonna go ahead and open this thing up. I can't believe it's finally here. It has been a year and a half since I ordered this thing. We did our first live stream on this back in like July of 2023. And here we are, December 2024, and it is finally here. So let's get this thing opened, and let's check this thing out. So here we go. All right. Moment of truth, guys. Moment of truth. I have not seen the box for this thing. I haven't seen anything for this thing. Ooh, that is nice. So immediately right off the bat, you got some pretty awesome packaging going on here. Powered by flux capacitor. Back to the Future. Oh man, this is nice. This is already like, wow. All right, so here we go. Let gravity do its thing. It helps to have a second person, I guess. This thing is super heavy. So the weight on the box says 11.48 pounds, so 11 and a half pounds. 11 pounds for the vehicle and half a pound for the packaging. So here it is, guys. As you can see, the packaging is pretty sick on this thing. You've got the DeLorean Time Machine with the doors closed on the side, the doors open on the front. You've got the flux capacitor fluxing here. TOMY Plus. So it's 14 plus. Oh man, let's get this bad boy open. Here we go. Moment of truth. Moment of truth. All right, you can already see the batteries. It includes batteries. Quite a few of them as well. Jeez. And lightning hook. I already see the lightning hook. Oh man. Oh man. Here we go. So right off the bat, you've got a bunch of tape. Oh man, there's the fire. The fire tracks. You've got a bunch of instructions and stuff. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Just really quick. So this is your all sorts of certificate of authenticities in various languages here. Here's the time machine. Congratulations on purchasing this limited edition Back to the Future time machine. This exclusive 110 scale car from the movie has been painstakingly replicated in every way to be the most impressive replica TOMY has to offer. This is great. Officially licensed by Universal City Studios. So it's limited edition, but it's not numbered. So at least I don't think it's numbered. Warranty right here, 12-month, and here's the actual instructions. Pretty thin, there's not much to it. All right, and this thing kind of came all sort of folded up and everything there. It is what it is. Time machine instructions, perfect. So you've got your 6 AA batteries that it comes with. You've got the fire tracks, you've got the alarm clock, and then you've got Einstein. So those were the bonuses right here. Of course, you have, looks like a, this is for the fluid for the smoke effect. This is going to be really cool. So you've got some like a syringe kind of a thing here, and you've got the lightning rod attachment. So that's pretty cool. And you've got some tools that you're going to need to bring as well. Not included fog solution, so you got to add that. So luckily I have some fog solution. We're going to go ahead and give that a shot. All right, so getting into the instructions here, you load the batteries first, attach. It looks like everything's completely assembled. That's pretty cool here. I mean, there's really nothing. It's not like the Hot Toys where you have to install the flux bands, and those are a pain, all this kind of stuff. The only thing you need to attach, which makes sense, is they call it the hook here, but it's a lightning rod attachment. This is how you had the smoke or the fog solution, which is not included. You put that in the plutonium chamber right there. That's pretty cool. And then we've got some buttons back here. You've got a button on the license plate. You've got some touch sensors. That's gonna be pretty cool. Oh man. Let's get this thing opened up. All right, so let's take this out carefully. And this is the fire tracks and the lightning rod attachment. So that's pretty cool there, as you can see. Very awesome. Doesn't have actual wires here, but this is pretty cool. You know, for 300 bucks, you can't really beat this. And the alarm clock, which is that little guy right in there, the fire tracks, batteries, we'll get those out. Oh, there's that syringe deal here. It just looks like a regular, you know, one for kitchen use, but there it is, right? And also this right here, this pipette, this is for the solution, the fog solution, both of these right here. Go ahead and remove the batteries. You got something, oh, look at this. Einstein, we gotta get him out of this bag here. This is cool. So we got Einstein, guys. Einstein is here. And there he is. And he's not a cartoony looking Einstein either. He's a cool looking Einstein. So that's pretty awesome. There you go. There's Einstein. Pretty neat. And he gets to sit in the DeLorean. So it's going to be pretty cool. Nice detail there. He's got that clock. We'll get these batteries out. We'll skip the batteries. Let's go ahead and you're going to have to cut around here to release the tape. So go ahead and do that. Yeah, this is very fun. Be very careful when you're doing this. You don't want to cut anything important on the inside. This thing is wrapped all the way around. There we go. Go ahead and take the box, put that in a safe place. We don't want to damage that box in case we have to return it for whatever reason. Let's hope not. Kind of like the Hot Toys. You got to keep everything. You never know. Plus, it's a collectible. Got to make sure you have your original box and everything else. There we go. Oh man. And there she is. There she is. Oh, this is so cool. All right, I'm gonna be very careful taking this out of the box. Very, very careful now. Okay. All right, so you've got this padding here. Oh, very easy to remove that. You got some, oh man, this looks good. Yeah, this looks good. Really good. It reminds me of the Eagle Moss. I've got the proper color on the fascias here. The stainless looks pretty good. So you've got some blue, looks like some blue LED going on back in there. This is pretty neat looking. Although this isn't quite accurate right here. At least the cables that go over the wheel well. Let's see if I can just take this stuff off here. What I might do is take it out and then remove this just to make sure I don't damage anything here. But you can see the Time Machine circuitry is all here. How do you take this off? There it is. Yeah. So that's where the solution goes. Alrighty, let's take this thing out. I'm gonna be very careful taking this thing out of the box. Now, you don't wanna lift it by the flex bands. There's some more stuff you gotta remove here. Make sure you get all that stuff out. It might make taking this thing out of the box a lot easier. Make sure there's nothing back there. And you've got some room to work now. You can put, whoa, this thing is in there. All right, let's give this a shot here. It's just heavy. It's just heavy is what it is. It's not hard to take out, it's just heavy. I wasn't expecting it to be this heavy. Wow. You know, I don't think it's Eagle Moss heavy, but it's definitely heavy. And this thing is die cast. It is metal. This is not plastic here, okay? So let's go ahead and remove some of this stuff. All right. So, as you can see, you've got some protective tissue and some foam padding around here. You're gonna have to cut some of the stuff off, get a pair of scissors and take care of that. All right, so we'll make short work of this stuff here. Get rid of all that. We're never gonna need it again. Oh man, so you're gonna have to open up these doors in order to remove the tissue that's in there. So, yeah, it's pretty easy. Of course, I'm being very, very careful here. Wow, these doors feel good. This is die cast, so this is awesome. Yeah, there we go. Oh, nice. It opens up well. Cool. Oh, look at that. Oh, man. Let's go ahead and turn this guy around here. So I'm just noticing little things right off the bat that are inaccurate. So the cabling here, the purple attachments here, I don't know that that's accurate or not. I'm looking over here at my Hot Toys Mark 1 right now, and they're silver here. The cabling is kind of black though, so maybe it is accurate. And let's go ahead and open up this door here and remove the other tissue here. Make sure all the doors are working good and you don't have any issues there. And we've taken all the tissue and all this other stuff off, so now we're ready to rock and roll. Oh man, look at this thing. This thing is awesome. Yeah. Good ride height. It's kind of low in the front. I like that. So, oh, and the tail lights are accurate. You know, for 300 bucks, this is not bad at all. This is not bad at all. Accurate. You got accurate tail lights here. I can't really see the clear indicators there, but that could just be the lighting, I guess. We'll have to turn this thing on when we put the batteries in. This is pretty awesome. I like this. I like this a lot, actually. Oh, look at that. So let's take a look on the inside here. I just noticed something really cool. So it's got the DMC floor mats in there. You can see that right there. So let's zoom into that. You can see right there it says DMC. That's pretty cool. I like that. A lot of little details going on in here. This is pretty neat. So let's take a look at that. Look at that. All the time circuit stuff. Looking really good. Very cool on the top of it as well. You got a bunch of stuff. Let's take a look at the flux capacitor in there. That's pretty cool. SID. We'll see how accurate this stuff is. I don't know if all this stuff's gonna light up. This is only a 1/10 scale model, so we'll find out. I like how it rolls though. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Now, does the hood open up? Let's find out. I don't know if it does. I hope it does. If it doesn't, oh well. I don't think it opens up, guys. I think we're kind of stuck on that. Oh yeah, you can tell. The hood does not open up. It's all one piece right here. So, well, that is what it is, right? Let's take a look at the front end of this thing here. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Yeah, it looks good. Real good. Got the DMC logo there. I don't know why they went with the purple on these. Maybe one of you guys watching this video can comment on why all this is purple when it should be, I believe, silver, at least according to my Mark 1 Hot Toys here. And yeah, so we'll do a comparison video. What I'm gonna do is I'll do a comparison video between this one, the Eagle Moss, and the Hot Toys Mark 1, all three together, to see what the differences are, and that'll be in a separate video. This is just a quick unboxing to show you guys what this thing actually looks like in real time immediately after I got it here. I like this. This is actually really cool. I did a really good job on this thing. I like the DMC floor mats. I want to get a little close up on that one there. Look at that. That is cool. That is really cool. Yeah. I mean, they're not actual floor mats, but it's supposed to be a simulation there of that. That actually did come with the car. Floor mats that have the DMC logo right there. So that's kind of a cool little touch. And you got DMC here, there, and then on the other side. And let's take a look at the DeLorean logo type to see if they got that right. So the Hot Toys got it wrong, and this one, what did they do here, guys? What do we got here? They got it right, guys. The logo is inset, so they got that right. So kudos to them. Hot Toys missed it 3 times in a row, and TOMY got it right the first time. So did Eagle Moss, right? They got it right. Let's take a look at these wheels. The wheels look pretty good, you know, standard DeLorean issue. Got the little DMC logo on those as well. Very tiny there, but you can make it out. So pretty nice indeed. Yeah, I'm really liking this thing. It's very cool. Yeah, those are the front wheels right there. The 14-inch wheels, slightly smaller than the rear. You don't have the Goodyear, so that's something we're gonna have to maybe add later on. This is cool, they got the proper stance. So let's take a look over the windshield here so you can kind of get an idea of what's on the dash. So you have your speedo right there. You've got, this is where the alarm clock's gonna go, so we'll have to put that one in there. Let's go ahead and put Einstein in this thing. So here's Einstein. Einie's going in there, and there he is. Yeah, he looks good. Real good. Actually, we gotta put him in the driver's seat, because he was the first one to go back in time. He was the first one to drive the DeLorean back in time. So there's Einstein. Einie, he's in there. He's ready to go back in time. And there he is. There's Einstein. All set. Yeah, this is pretty cool. So, holding my camera, it's kind of, it's pretty easy to open up. There's some dust on this, I noticed. So, at first I thought it was scratched, but apparently there's some dust on here. Or maybe it is scratched or scuffed a little bit. Let's see what that looks like right there. Yeah, I mean, you know, that can probably be buffed out. I might need to clean that a little bit. This is die-cast metal here, once again, right? And they did simulate, you can kind of pick it up a little bit on the camera if I angle it a certain way. Simulate a brushed stainless steel finish here. Pretty good attempt there on this die-cast metal. It's not like super obvious, but you can definitely tell it's there. Let's see if I can pick that up. Yeah, kinda. You can kind of see it there on the camera. Yeah, so this is pretty cool. Alrighty, so we got Einstein in there. Does this turn? No, the steering wheel does not turn. Do the wheels in the front turn? We'll have to turn this upside down. They do not. So it just rolls back and forth like this. We're gonna go ahead and flip it over. I'm gonna be very careful. And see what we got on the bottom here. Okay, so it's nothing epic, but this is where you're gonna put the batteries. Okay, so you have a battery cover here. So we're gonna take that off, insert the batteries, and see what we got. So there you have it. Go ahead and do that. I'm gonna be very careful. I'm gonna use a pillow. All right, so I got this thing on a pillow, and I'm removing the battery cover here. You gotta use a proper Phillips screwdriver. You gotta make sure you don't strip those screw heads out there. So go ahead and do that. There we go. All right, so battery cover is off. We'll go ahead and insert the supplied batteries in this thing. There we got our batteries. You guys know how to do this, all right? So let's go ahead and quickly put those in. Man, I'm really excited about getting this thing going. So 6 AA batteries. There we go. Put that back on. Tighten it back up again. All right, and let's go ahead and place this back down again. Thank you, pillow. One thing I wanted to point out that they point out in the instructions is that when you flip this thing over to put the batteries in or take the batteries out, the fog solution, if you have some in there, may leak out. So that's very important to know about here. It says may leak out of the reservoir when the vehicle is turned upside down to replace batteries. They don't tell you what to do about that, but the obvious thing is to empty it out, drain it first. Let's go ahead and put the lightning rod attachment in. So that should be right about, let's see what we got here. So there's a couple little holes that you're gonna have to insert this thing into. And there you go. So lightning rod attachment is attached. Let's take a look at that. Pretty sick. And there you have the lightning rod attachment. Very cool. Yeah, there it is, guys. It's in. Take these flames out. I gotta just put these on here now. Before I start turning this thing on and start messing around with it, we gotta pull these flames out. All right, so we'll do that. This thing's taped up pretty good here. There they are, and the alarm clock too. We gotta take that out as well. There they are. Let's see if we can just pop that out. Oh, it just kind of falls out. Don't lose it. The thing is tiny, and we gotta put that in there. So I'm assuming the instructions show you how to do that, or maybe you just need to figure it out yourself. Get the clock in there. Clock here, Doc Brown's clock. Doesn't tell you how to put it in, So let's just figure out how to put it in right now. So guys, this clock here, I couldn't figure out how to attach it to where it's supposed to go. So it's actually supposed to go right between the speedo and the radio. So for whatever reason, I can't get it in this one. My hand's too big. I tried the other side. I couldn't get in there either from that side. I'm curious, maybe you guys can figure it out for me. Let me know, how do we get the clock in there? So there's the clock. I can't get it in there. There's no instructions that tell you how to do it. Maybe it was some sort of weird afterthought. There's a little hole in the amplifier, the heat sinks on top of the radio there. I thought it might fit in there, but I don't think it does. So if anybody can figure out how to install this for me, I'd appreciate that. Just drop a comment down below. We go with the fire tracks. That looks pretty awesome. So this is going to be really cool to display sort of in this configuration here with the fire track setup. And these are actually, these two fire tracks here are different. They're not identical. You can see that. This one actually a little bit higher than this one here. So that's kind of cool that they didn't just use you know, copies of each other for that. So this is a pretty cool, this was one of the extras. If they were to sell, I can't remember how many units, they would add that, and they would add Einstein as part of the bonus for backing this on Kickstarter. Around with this thing, this is cool. I just turned these lights on. I touched here and it turned on. So that's pretty neat. So these are touch sensors back here. So it looks like you can turn them on and turn them off. There you go. So let's show you what that looks like here. So you can use those to turn on the indicator lights here in the front as well. Let's go ahead and do that. So there you go. And also the flux bands and the headlights. So that's pretty cool. So the headlights are on. And guess what? The headlights are the proper color temperature. Look at that. So on the camera here, may not be picking it up, but man, that is really close to the original for sure. And you have lit flux bands here. I'll have to turn the lights off, but this is pretty cool. So your lit flux bands, you can see there's probably an EL wire in there. So that's pretty cool. And you just turn it off. Turn it on, turn it off. Let's take a look at the back, see if we got the tail lights right. Oh, tail lights light up pretty nice. Look at that. Oh no! It came with some fog. It came with some fog. Yes. Look at that. I don't need to put the fog juice in there. That's awesome. Love that smell. That's awesome. So I must have triggered that inadvertently. I wasn't really planning on doing that, but there's your fog effect. That's actually pretty neat. So it comes with a little bit of fog juice already installed. That's pretty awesome. I got some fog juice. I can probably load it up again and play around with it. This actually lights up in there. That's pretty cool. Whoa, there's the fog effect again, guys. That's pretty cool. So it's a delayed fog effect, according to the instructions. So that's pretty cool. Love that smell again. So you got your nuclear reactor effect in there. What happens if I pull this out? Nothing. So that's pretty cool. So the reactor lights up the plutonium chamber here. That's pretty awesome. So lots of cool lighting, lots of cool LED lighting. Let's turn off the lights. All right, so let's do this like in the dark here. Touch them both. That's pretty cool. I like how the LEDs turn on sort of slowly, right? And yeah, it looks pretty nice. Look at that. Yeah, very cool, very cool. Yeah, look at that. I wonder if these turn on, the high beams. That'd be kind of cool. Although I don't remember them using the high beams in the movie, so maybe they don't. And we'll turn it around the other way just to show you guys. Again, this thing is really heavy. Man, either that or I'm just weak. I don't know. But I'm liking the lighting effects on this thing here. This is pretty neat. Effect again. That's so cool. Yeah, I kinda like that. Yeah, and it's not like overkill or anything. Let's take a look into the cooling vents here. Those are lighting up in there. It's not super bright though, so that could have been maybe done a little bit better. After having read the instructions, there's two different touch sensors on the back here. There's an A and a B. The A, which is on the passenger side, this turns on the headlights, the flux bands, all that good stuff. Turn that one off. This one is the one for the nuclear reactor. So that lights up right here, and it lights up the plutonium chamber, and then you've got the fog effects, which should happen any moment now. There it is. So you got your fog effects. That's pretty cool. I feel like I'm getting more fog out of this one than the other one, but it might be running low. Then you've got the license plate, which is touch sensor number 3, and that turns on everything on the inside here. And there's different ways to, wow, look at the flux capacitor. That is so cool. That is totally cool. Look at that. Oh man, they did a pretty good job on that flux capacitor, man. That thing is bright. And you got your SID. It's lit up a little bit there, so that's pretty cool. Then now on the dash here, you have the time circuits that are lit as well. That's pretty awesome. Look at that. Pretty good detail for 1/10 scale, right? So it actually says here in the instructions that the overhead array lights also light up too, so we'll take a look at that really quick. Oh, look at that. Yeah, there they are. That is pretty cool in there. So I'll tilt this up a little bit so you guys can see what that looks like in there. That's pretty cool. Definitely, definitely. And then the keypad lights, which are right here. You can see that those also get lit as well. Let's turn it back on again. It does turn off automatically after a while. So you just touch the license plate here in the back, and it lights up everything on the inside. So you got your keypad lights that light up right here. It's kind of hard to see, but oh, and there's the fog effect again. I love it. So it's kind of hard to see, but those are lit right there. And you also have the time circuits display. You got the field containment display and flux capacitor, which are lighting up as well. So that's pretty awesome. And then you have the time circuit status red. So if you press this twice, it changes. So let's see. Oh, I get it. So it's red, and then press it again, it goes to green. That's kind of neat. So let's try that again, see what happens. Okay. It's pretty cool. Look at that. Pretty neat. Definitely, the animations are a little bit different. See that right there? That's pretty neat. And then let's see what it does if it does anything in the front here. You press the license plate 2 times. See what we got. That's the red. That's the green. So you have the ability to do some changing. That's kind of neat. So it's literally just this little license plate. You just touch that and it does all this cool stuff. So that's pretty awesome, guys. I'm really liking this thing a lot. Got some Halloween party fog fluid that I'm going to use to add to the plutonium chamber. So we'll go ahead and put that in there. So I'm going to add a little bit of this fluid to this cup here. We'll use the syringe, and then we will make sure you use the right kind of liquid, otherwise the warranty will be void. So glycol, glycerin, and distilled water. This is a distilled water fog solution. Sure, the instructions say 4 milliliters, okay? So 4 milliliters is required. Don't want to overfill it. We're going to go ahead and use this guy here. I'm going to put 4 milliliters here. This helps you measure it out. 4 is right here. So that's what we're going to go to. Alright, and if you just overfill it, you can just go ahead and squeeze some out and get it to about right there. Should be good. Yep, just about right there is perfect. Let's go ahead and... So all you do is pop this off. Put your 4 milliliters in there. There you go. Done deal. Put it back on and you're good. Let's see if that worked. So if you hit this pressure plate right there, this touch sensor, that turns on the nuclear reactor effects, right? So your plutonium chamber and the emitter up here will turn on, and you've got the fog effect coming soon. It's a delayed effect. Oh, look at that. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, I love that fog effect. I'll be playing with that for a while. Alright, so we'll go ahead and try this one more time. This is cool because the fog, I see the fog kind of coming out of here too, which is kind of neat. So let's go ahead and... So you got the plutonium chamber is lit. You can kind of see some fog coming out of that too. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but hey. Oh, look at that. There it is, guys. Yeah, it's blowing good. That is just totally cool. Let's get this thing going. This is so cool. Oh, man. Here it comes. There it is. That is cool. Very cool. We gotta add some like cool lighting effects or something to this. There we go. Maybe it needs time to reset itself. So we're waiting here for a little bit. I hear something too, like a little crackling sound. Oh, there it goes. Oh yeah, look at that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's very cool. Look at all that. Oh man, let's move these out of the way here. Give it one more time. Here it comes. I guess so it has that little crackling sound. There we go. Look at that. That's pretty cool. There's your time machine, guys. All nice and smoking. That is so cool. That is totally cool. Obviously, I'm geeking out here, but you know what? This thing deserves it, right? This thing deserves to be geeked out over, for sure. This is just totally cool. You know, I don't know. I just want to press that button. Not even a button. It's just a little touch sensor, and that's really it. You know, and that's just so cool. Oh yeah, there we go. Look at that. That's cool. Here it is with everything running. So you've got the flux bands lit, the headlights, the marker lamps, the tail lights. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Here's what everything looks like turned on in reduced lighting here. That's pretty cool. So just turn the nuclear reactor effect on. You can hear the crackling. That tells you this thing's just about ready to go. Yeah, look at that. That's so cool. Very cool, guys. Well, I think we're going to wrap up this unboxing video. That is basically everything to show about the car, and I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments if you guys got yours, and if you like it. I had to put that lightning rod back up on there. We'll do that one more time. Yeah, it's so cool. And really easy to just kind of casually, if you have this thing on display, you can just, you know, touch the sensors and turn these things on. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Oh, yeah. All right. Okay, guys, as you can see, I'm totally geeked out. I think I'm going into a geek coma over this TOMY Diecast 1/10 scale DeLorean Time Machine. I'm giving this 10 out of 10 for my review, just because of that smoke effect, really. That's really it. I don't have a whole lot negative to say about it. I mean, there's a lot of little inaccuracies here and there, but for 300 bucks, I mean, come on. That smoke effect makes any minor inaccuracies on this car completely forgettable, because it's just so cool, right? And yeah, thanks for watching. Stay tuned For our next video, we're gonna compare this to the Hot Toys Mark 1. It's 1/6 scale DeLorean Time Machine, as well as the Eagle Moss 1/8 scale DeLorean Time Machine. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next video.